Hello and welcome to a Raggy's beer review. So today, from Tesco's, bought it from Tesco's on a 4 for free. It was about £3.15 a can. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. New in, although technically it's not new. I remember this being at Sainsbury's back in 2010 when we had a range review of a load of American craft beers, really, that's what they were. That was the start of this band of craft beer. Brewdog at the start over here, the American Sierra Nevada and a few others. They were the start. They kind of never really moved on from that until I left in 2015, and boy, did it jump. So it says here, this American craft beer is best stored cold and enjoyed when fresh. Sierra Nevada Brewing Co. Chico. CA and Mills River, NC, USA. I suppose that's North Carolina. And it says a lot of other things. So let's dive in. I'm looking forward to this. Like I say, 14 years ago, in bottle, this came to the UK. Put a good beer in a good glass, eh? Look at that. Oof. Here we go, Sierra Nevada. So lovely colour to it. It's like a light amber, a golden light amber colour, more of a light amber, I suppose. With a nice white head, nice bit of carbonation going round. Oh, cheers! Happy Easter, hey? Easter already. Oof. End of April. Well, middle of April, isn't it? But getting there, you know. Coming up, it'll be next week's the end, towards the end of April. Crazy how the weeks are going. The good thing is we get this week, tomorrow I have a Good Friday off. We get Easter Monday off. Then we go 4 days at work and it's Bank Holiday Monday. Or is it another week? No, it's a week and then it's Bank Holiday Monday. That's right. Yeah, because I'm off next week for Bank Holiday Monday. The week after I'm off for a day, last day of April. And then Bank Holiday Monday, so I'm literally not at work for a full week until about the middle of May. So crazy. Oh. Lovely malty flavour of subtle tropical undertones below. So not a subtle, not a modern traditional beer, more of a craft beer, but not as in your face. And on the nose is more subtle, to be honest. You know, it's very, I mean, I'm getting like peach and pineapple bursting through. Whether I'm actually getting that in reality, I don't know, but that's what I think I'm getting. Oh, so we'll just chuck the rest in. Look at that. Looks beautiful, doesn't it? Decent. Put our mouth next to it. Oh. And it does bring me back to the days when I left gardening. I'd fancied working in supermarkets for a while, for some strange reason. You know, I think more so the winter months, and I hate the winter months as it is. But cold, wet winter months, freezing, summers, and this on the Arboretum, summers were hell. you know, confrontation every single day at work, and that not just with people on the park, with staff, and you know, other things in play. And so, you know, left work, went to work at Sainsbury's on the beers, wines and spirits department. Absolutely loved it. 5 years doing that, and I don't know if I'd have left, but they tried to force me on the tills, and the job started to change, and I think the job's changed multiple times since I've left. You know, supermarkets are not the nice job for life that I think they used to be. I mean, for some people, friends of mine, they're still there. They were there 10 or 15 years before I went there, and then I'm 10 years since I left there, and they're still there. So, you know, for some people, even though they moan about it, you know, it's a job that they still like to do, even though they moan. And yeah, and sometimes we are creatures of habit. We won't leave a job. I was that person, and now I'm not that person. I'm now looking, and if I get to the stage where I've had enough, I shall do something else. I don't suppose even now I'm not far off the ability to go self-employed, but I like the fact that I know that I've got 40 hours of work a week, so you know. And for the most part, I'm left alone. I'm loving the tropical flavours coming through here. Like I say, it's just a blast from the past. I'm kind of glad they bought, which was the start of this generation of craft beers, back to the, you know, the Brewdog in the UK were the start of it, and certainly Sierra Nevada and others from America. Certainly in Sainsbury's, it was the start of the new generation. I know Thornbridge and Brewdog around about 2005, 2007, but they were no, well, it was only when it came to shops did it really matter about craft beers. Although technically no Thornbridge over at Sainsbury's, or at Tesco's. Yeah, there's an Asda, a Morrison's, but none of them two. Amazing, isn't it, how supermarkets are? You know, some breweries are big breweries now. I mean, obviously alongside this, on the new Tesco's craft beer range, was the likes of Vocation Brewery, obviously Buxton, Beavertown, Badger's craft beer range, Outland, Jubel, which technically is a lager, not really a craft beer. And they chuck it on that. And they chuck it in that just to make the craft beer range a bit bigger. But it's technically a lager. Was when it was originally released, and again I was probably the first person in the UK to review that. They actually sent me some beers for free. I mean, when I first reviewed it, I gave it a banging review, and it was really nice, you know. So yeah, blast from the past. Good entry level craft beer for me these days. Yeah, it's more subtle, but with that craft element there, you know, good flavour, clean, crisp. 5%, tastes stronger than 5%. I can't remember what the blue label was that came out at the same time. There was Sierra Nevada. There was Blue Moon. And there was a Blue Label. The brand has just gone. It wasn't Brooklyn. Might have been Brooklyn, because I sworn it wasn't Brooklyn though. Yeah, it's gone. I'm damn sure I'll come across it at some stage. Samuel Adams. Samuel Adams. Might have been that. It's amazing how you can pluck names out of thin air. You know, I think our brains actually hold so much information, but sometimes, you know, it's getting it out. It's a bit like Harry Potter and the pensieve. Sometimes you need to be able to just dip in and just remember things from a certain time. Although sometimes it's better not to remember. So there we are. It looks a quality pour, doesn't it? It's clean, it's crisp, brewed to perfection. High quality American craft beer. Would I drink this again? Yeah, love to have this in a pub. Obviously on keg. You wouldn't get a cask over in Britain, I wouldn't have thought anyway. For me, good 4.3 out of 5. Yeah, very nice. Draft style. Cheers up.